3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
All right, welcome back. We're going to pick up exactly where we left off. Announcements, same as always. We do have some giveaways. Make sure you check Instagram for that. Support us on either Nerd.store or Patreon. That's the most direct way to support us. So we can keep doing this for you and give you free content. So we don't have to do advertisements because they suck. So quick recap. You guys entered some mines, found your way through with the help of a very frail dwarf of sorts, who's gone a bit senile, and he has led you to a ancient dwarven city that it's hard to say ruins because it's almost more like it was abandoned is what it seems like so far. As you entered, you found assorted buildings that you checked, and then encountered some stone giants. After successfully convincing them that you were not goblins and that you wanted to kill and hunt goblins with them, they decided to help you and not kill you. So they then asked for you to help them get to the other part of the city, which they could not fit or get to. And they realized they could fit through the small area that you led them through. And that's where we're going to pick up. The giants run off as they go in search of the hunt. And you guys stand looking out across the city. Few buildings, all of the same black granite stone. You can see on the screen here, you're in this area. You can see the little boat where the lamplighter said he had left it, just not quite in the right spot. And assorted buildings. What would you like to do?
Can I climb up somewhere high and see if I can get a better view of what's going on with this city, maybe the layout?
You could attempt to climb up the rock side of the thing that covered the little channel of water. Give me acrobatics check. And keep in mind, if you want to use the inspiration dice, you got to tell me beforehand. Yeah.
Oh, 12 plus 7.
Okay, so 19. Yeah, you scale it. You can get as high as you want. It goes to the ceiling of the cavern. Sorry, it goes up about like 20, 30 feet. And then there's like 30 feet above you to the roof of the cavern. And something now that you've gotten higher, you can see that the cavern is kind of smooth. It's not like it was natural formed. It looks like this was carved or created of some kind.
So, is there anything special I can see from up there? Like, can I see most of the city?
Yeah, you can see a good bit of it now from this viewpoint. Give a perception check from up there.
We got 9. 17.
So 17. Okay. I'm gonna view out or scroll out a little bit so you can see.
That's really all I wanted you to do.
Holy hell.
Thanks, buddy.
You can see about that. Well, I guess it's daylight from that globe. You can see basically almost all of it. You can't see past over here. Oh, you guys don't look. You can't see from up there. Yeah, anywhere where there's like these stones, you can't really see past. So you can see a large, sprawling area.
Okay, well now what's this over here closest to you? Is that like the
up here?
Yeah, the cabin.
That's where that kind of like spiraling thing with the big flag over it, just gently waving in the non-existent wind. A few buildings you can see are collapsed. The taller ones are going to be typically like the bigger connected square ones, the multiple story ones. One that kind of stands out, other than the palace area over here. This one here, partially because the roofs are different. I mean, a few others kind of catch your eye because of the size.
Okay, now in what manner are the roofs different?
You're about here. These ones, the fact that they're more like spires coming up and they're pointed circular roofs compared to everything else is very squared off. This one, you can see on top, it looks like there's plant life and like it's almost like a garden on top of the building. So, now I'm going to zoom back in.
Alright, so we'll go door to door.
Yeah.
Looting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask Fist if he's seen anything that might catch our interest. So, hey, Fist, it's Thalik.
Hello? Hi.
Yeah. Hey, how are you guys doing? Have you found any goblins?
No goblins yet, no. But they're here, somewhere.
Okay. Have you guys seen anything interesting?
Lots of buildings. We saw this weird cube thing. Square. It glide along street.
Have you seen anything that's not goblins but living? You seen any people? Any dwarves?
No dwarves. Dwarves are nasty.
Hey, but Fist, if you see any dwarves, can you let me know and not hurt them,
Not hurt them.
please?
Okay, brother. I will not hurt them, small brother. Yes.
Thank you, Fist. I appreciate you.
Now leave.
Thank you.
Just waiting for
Bye.
Fist to slowly turn into Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Does the
Yeah.
lamplighter know any this land, or was he not this far into?
Yeah. So you now that Thalik's up there, you guys don't know any of this going on. Lamplighter's down there. He kind of looks at Thalik up there and goes, "What is he doing up there?" My old home's this way.
Wait, your old home? Like, oh wait, I can't.
You don't
Yeah,
hear.
you're.
Wait, he's not. Lamplighter's not on my shoulder anymore.
I don't think so. I imagine you put him down, but
I don't want to run.
I mean,
off
it's only
again.
6. Remember, it was 6 feet tall above the water, and so you would have just been scraping his body along the top. Like, yeah. So I guess you could have done that.
No, it's okay.
Which direction was his home, or which direction is your home?
It's that way, and he points. You saw him kind of like look around first to get his bearings, and then he goes that way. Do you want me to take you, or?
Actually, while I'm up there, I'm still up there, right?
Mm-hmm. You didn't climb
Bulgrim,
down.
is there anything I should be looking for?
You yell that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your shit up.
You're only like 30 feet up, so you're fine. I mean, you can whisper or just normal talk, and he would hear you. So.
Not that I'm aware of. The giants said that the goblins congregate towards the center of town, so perhaps we head that way. Try and meet with the giants to kill the goblins.
Okay.
Aren't you a little interested to see a dwarven palace, though?
Yeah, but
That's really intriguing to me.
we can look at that after the goblins are
Not to be
no
disrespectful.
longer part of this world.
Sure. Not to be disrespectful towards your people, but I mean, there's probably some really, really interesting items in that palace.
I'm intrigued as well.
I mean,
Not
these
too
people
worried.
obviously have not been around for quite some time. I don't think that.
My mind
Taking
is
things
sort
is-
of kept up with the deal to hunt and kill goblins we made with some very large men. That's sort of where my brain's stuck out
I'm
currently.
thinking down the line, but you know, I mean, of course,
down the line,
of
yes.
course,
I
we
would
could
love
always
to
just
go
let
to
them.
the palace.
We could always just let them hunt and kill the goblins, be occupied,
And what's to stop them from killing us when we come back through?
because that's his brother.
Well, if we don't follow the rule, the deal, I mean, who knows?
Hey, they didn't say which direction we had to
did-
look for.
Thalik, did you cut a deal with them?
Well,
Nah,
his brother.
I wouldn't say we cut a deal. It was a mutually beneficial situation. Is
Okay.
the way I would word it.
So, should we decide to hunt the goblins or not hunt the goblins, so long as we're not interfering in that aspect, then we're fine, right?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Okay.
We can look for goblins anywhere we go.
I think
That's
as
true.
they're talking, Hez and I will follow the lamplighter a little bit.
Yeah, am I the only one who's like staggered that he's like, oh, this is my house, and he's been stuck here?
No. We definitely heard it. We're just midst conversation. Yeah. Well, why don't we first take Lamplighter to his home and we can go from there.
And I also wanted to ask him if he kept any supplies in where he kept his boat.
Yeah. Unless you think we should split the party.
Yeah. Yes.
And we do have these weird stones.
That's up to you guys.
My experience would tell me that we are stronger together.
I mean,
It is lamplighter, like look over and say, "There's my boat,"
Looks like the boat I used it once.
like Forrest Gump.
I used to use it to move down from a boat.
oh, really?
But yeah, I used to move all the stuff I gathered for a while on it, and like I said, it seemed pointless after a while. And I used the house to store it, but then the goblins came and took it all.
And I'm gonna climb down.
Okay.
Alright. Why don't we follow you to your home first? We can explore these ruins after.
Yeah, there's lots of them. There are lots of creatures though, so we got to be careful. Be quiet.
We'll be fine.
What?
All right. So
Are there creatures other than goblins here at Lamplighter?
yeah, lots of them.
Such as?
We've met some of them.
Rock
Giants. There's I don't know the names of all of them, but there's some weird things that move through the city that are like clear and
Clear?
yeah, it's weird.
Like spirits?
I don't know. But anything that goes inside them disappears. Then there are these weird creatures that they're like made of fire. Other ones that are made of water. I saw a few of those once.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Lots of other ones. I have no idea what they are. I just saw them shadows and I ran. Or hid, depending on the situation, you know. Kind of want 16 years of story in 5 seconds. I can't do that. So to my house? Yes?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's follow the Lamplighter.
Follow the lamplighter.
And he begins to make his way. Are you guys moving stealthily? He is, so I imagine you guys are going his pace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Bulgrim will try to move stealthily.
Okay, give me your stealth roll.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, they still have advantage, right? 'Cause of my armor?
Decent.
Take
Yeah.
take a whole 8.
I take 2.
I'll take a 7.
7.
Oh, I'm gonna go 22.
22,
15.
22, 17, 15. 8 and 7, I think.
Yeah, we're just kind of.
And Lamplighter rolled 18. Okay. So yeah, the average was good enough.
I snuck around for many years, so yes.
And he continues on. You guys begin to pass buildings. You see similar scenes of people where it looks like the remains of them, either they were murdered or... What's everyone's intelligence scores? Just straight intelligence, yeah.
13.
9, 13, 13,
10.
10,
18.
18. Hez, you notice that one here and there, you guys are walking for about 5-10 minutes at the point where you kind of put together that you've seen a second situation where it's a single person, or a second remains, solitary though, each one, by themselves, and both have a vial that's empty beside them with a cork that's mostly decayed and gone. And you're pretty sure they killed themselves.
Wow. Alright.
Unless someone forced that whatever it
Yeah.
was into their mouth.
But it's like in their hand.
Yeah, it looks like it's in their hand, the vial, and they're like collapsed. It looks like one of them's actually like collapsed over like some crates and barrels that were on the side of the road.
Alright. I think you guys notice all the vials they're holding? It looks like they
Can I check one of the vials?
yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
could.
it looks
What
like
would
they're
that be? Medicine?
I mean, they're empty.
yeah.
You could see if there's any remnants
Yeah,
of it. I mean,
yeah.
it's been a long time. You can do investigation at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Why not?
Or you know what? Just straight roll, and the DC is just higher because it's been so long. If not nearly impossible. Need a nat 20, basically.
Yeah, 9. No.
9? Yeah. It's way too long. Anything that was left in there has evaporated, disappeared. But something you do learn is the vials, typically that type of glass, is used for poison. That's the only thing you determine. Acid or poison. Something that health potions are typically standard, just glass vials.
Could I take that vial?
Sure.
Yeah. I'd like to
The second one here?
As we're walking around, can I be looking for traps,
Mhm.
secret doors, anything like that, or
Give me
thieves' cant etchings?
yeah. Okay. Give me a roll for that.
10.
Plus,
What am I doing?
pick perception or investigation, and depending on which one you pick, will determine some of the outcome.
Let's go perception because it's +8, so it's 18.
Okay. You notice no thieves' cant. Perhaps it didn't exist at the time of this city. But you look certain houses, just something about them look different in the design than the others. Like possibly like hidden walls, possibly like the inside when you see through the windows, it looks like the space in between, it's not right. Like the walls are too thick. Catches your eye. Balgrim, Warlow, anything you're doing while you're going through the city?
Besides making a lot of noise.
Taking it in, looking for different symbols that Bulgrim would recognize, like perhaps there's like a symbol that means bakery or armory, or perhaps there's a guild symbol, or perhaps there's a clan symbol, or just different markings that maybe I would recognize that other people wouldn't.
Okay, give me a perception check. Warlow, are you doing anything? Or I guess, what are you kind of keeping your eyes out for?
Natural 20.
Really?
I don't get a bonus, so that's all it is.
Still.
He does if I give him guidance.
You guys know each other well enough. Balgrim and Warlow. You've been with each other for a few weeks at least. Does he know your clan symbol? Like, do you have an insignia of
yeah,
it?
I
or
probably have it on
like a tattoo or a patch or something?
either
or?
on like it would be made of metal, and I'm thinking it's like probably as like the lock to my journal.
Oh, okay.
Type deal.
So he's probably seen that symbol on your
Yeah.
journal when you're...
Probably.
Okay. Give me a roll for perception.
For perception.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4.
4. You see
Every time it matters, you know?
one of the larger buildings kind of further off at the edge of the city. Not quite edge, but much opposite side of where you are.
Am I headed like this
Yeah,
way?
yeah, like it's over there, like far. You can just barely make out one of the banners that's from the top. It's roughly a 3-story tall building. The banner stretching down, there's a symbol on it that looks similar to your house symbol. It's a little bit different, but
Right.
like a variant.
But it almost looks like it could have been derived, or like they could be relatives. or they could
Possibly.
be-
Possibly. As far as for like forge or bakery or something like that, as those books, remember the books you found that you repaired?
Yeah.
The language is like so. It's a dialect that you don't recognize. You've noticed certain words could mean 4 or 5 other ones in modern Dwarven, but it's more from context than anything. When you kind of peek in the buildings, you can see, like, for a bakery, for example, you could see like an oven and a bar top that, like, it looks like where they would have kind of kneaded the dough or whatever. But you do see symbols here and there that you can kind of decipher and determine, hey, this was not a magic shop yet, but
Right. No, I gotcha.
but something
Yeah.
from modern culture.
Sure. Okay.
So.
Cool.
I think Haz is going to be kind of sketched now that he's seeing all these old dwarves, vial in his hand. So I think Haz is going to grab one, kind of walk over to Lamplighter, and kind of show him it just to see the Lamplighter's reaction, to see if that triggers anything in his crazy mind.
The vial specifically, the poison?
Yeah.
Oh, like he poisoned somebody or something.
No, like, I'm just going to grab one and, like, kind of, like, awkwardly show it to him just to see his, like, blind reaction of...
Okay, make a insight check when you show it to him.
I'm also, just so I don't forget, I do vigilant blessing myself.
I assume, yeah. 18
21.
21, okay. You show it to him and he kind of looks at it and... What was your 21? Okay. Seems unaffected by it. He doesn't quite, because you don't say anything about it. You just kind of show him the vial. It's a nice piece of glass. Are you gonna use it or something, or you need to do something with it?
It doesn't remind you of anything. It's kind of weird that you see all these bodies holding them, like they poison themselves.
I mean, that's strange. I never really put that together. It looks like some sort of glass used for typically very harmful concoctions. Something you want to keep safe and don't want to touch the skin with. So you might want to be careful. There might be remnants down in there, you know. My home of a few years is just around the corner. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yes. You're all done checking this area? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So he gets about in this corner, takes a turn, and you can see the buildings similar. Some of them are collapsed in. It looks like you can see the path that these stone giants have gone. Like you can see where like maybe they bumped against it or like lost their balance a bit. Other ones, some of them look burned down. And the stone still exists, but as far as like any of the objects inside, you can see are still like stained, burned signs on the inside. All the furniture's gone. Make perception check about this little area as you guys are moving forward.
Okay. I dice jail. The set by. It's a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
19. 18.
I don't think I've rolled above a 10 today.
Really?
Okay.
Do you want to try one of mine?
No, that's okay. No, today's just not meant to be.
10?
22.
22. So what was yours?
19.
19, 20,
18.
18. Okay.
1.
So this side again.
666.
You guys hear movement off a bit in the distance, but not coming towards you, but the city's kind of alive. Like there's and actually he points out, Lamplighter points out to this building here, the blue one. This is where I used to stay. We want to be careful because, again, the goblins came in and stole all my things, and I haven't been back since. So keep your eyes open. Who wants to go first? I don't.
Could we call a goblin killing army?
I mean, we can. Not very subtle, but I don't know if there are goblins.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I can hide behind a lamppost.
That's true. That's true. Are you trying to be stealthy when you go in, or are you just kind of going in?
I'll be stealthy.
Stealthy? Okay, give me your stealth roll.
23.
23. Okay. So you kind of look in the door. It's still open. You can see kind of a ramshacked bed and a side table that one of the legs is broken on it. A little small round dining table with three different chairs. And he comes in behind you, kind of pokes his head. Is it safe?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Keep your voice down. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Everyone make a Constitution saving throw, please. 11.
18.
Anyone below 10, let me know.
Oh, that's the wrong.
9 and below.
It's the wrong die. Sorry.
Well,
That one.
Really, I could've-
That one?
It's a total.
Saving throw.
8.
Sorry.
It's a total of 5.
8.
8.
So the two of you. Just keep track that both of you failed that,
No.
okay?
Who think he?
Yeah, he comes in and he says, so upstairs you'll find a room. I used to store things up there. I used to sleep in this bed. But you mentioned you wanted to see a forge. The building, I've seen it before, is just down the way from my house. Or, it isn't my house, but where I used to sleep. I don't really want to be here very long, but... Is there anything else? Do you want to check out this room before we go, or...?
did you have anything useful here that the goblins haven't taken? Like, did you have a secret spot that you kept things?
There were a few secret spots, but they found all of them. I checked before I left. I came home with a journal and some fresh ink. Well, not fresh, but replaceable ink. And I saw that the door was open and all the objects were gone except for like what you see here. So we can check upstairs real quick, I guess, and see if maybe they put something back. But that would be strange.
I'll go upstairs.
Okay. Do a investigation check while you're up there.
Um,
13.
13. Okay. Yeah. Seems like you can see one of the floorboards is knocked out, and it's an empty, hidden compartment. And you can see things are tossed about. Like clearly, this room was searched. Yeah, but it's empty.
Alright, go back downstairs.
So, Ballroom, if you want, the forge is just maybe 2 minutes down the road. Do we need a rest here before we go, or?
I don't think so. I don't think I need to rest.
Oh,
I'll go with him to the forge.
okay. Well, it's just this
Well,
way.
I want you and I
Hey.
go to that.
I was going to ask Lamplighter a question.
Sure, yes. I'm an open book.
You said your father was quite magical?
Yes. Well, more than myself, of course.
Yeah. Do you know where he lived? Do you remember where his house is? By chance?
Well, he used to. Bromtang is where I'm from. That's a different dwarven city. It's a dwarven capital city, actually. Does it still exist? It's been a while since I've been there.
Oh yes, Rongtang is one of the two major cities now. The other being where I'm from, Fairfaradin. Not sure if you've heard.
I've heard of it, but I've never been there.
I haven't made
It's in
it
the
to
Blexen
Rongtang
Mountains, yes.
myself. Mm.
Yes. Ah. I'm a little surprised I recall that name.
Hey, maybe talking to people is helping jog your memory. How long have you been here again?
Right, it's
Not this again.
Right.
So that forge.
So, let's go to the forge. No, I don't recall. I stopped keeping track at about 16 years, and then it's been a long time since then.
I was just joking.
So, he turns and begins to walk south down the path.
towards this area. And you can see this is made of metal and stone, this structure. It looks like clearly this is probably a forge or a blacksmith college, blacksmith, maybe a complex of different blacksmiths at some point.
Okay.
You can see it was like additions were made until they probably just connected everything.
Right.
But yeah, you can see, I'll get some visual for you guys. Just one moment. Just a moment. Okay. Would one of you guys just put your hand on that corner? Yeah, there we go. Let's just sit it right there. Right there. Perfect. Great job. Great teamwork, everyone. All right.
Good thing we're into the porch, huh? Big stretch.
Yeah, I would have just sat there otherwise. So you come to the building here. The door is closed, so obviously you don't see any of this right now. But I imagine you're going to go in.
Yes.
Okay.
At this point,
Yeah.
I think maybe.
This
maybe
is
we'll
the
start
forge.
around.
Whatever. We'll go away. All right. So what order are you guys going in?
I think Bulgrim's definitely going to try and walk in first.
Not-
But he is aware that he's in a city filled with dangers, so we are going to sort of prod around at the door, maybe like test it a couple times.
Okay.
and sort of-
You can give an investigation roll. If you're checking for traps, you can do sleight of hand or just investigation.
12.
And I'm always just kind of right behind.
Yeah.
Right behind him.
12.
12.
My little dwarven shield.
I imagine you're checking for traps, Phallic.
Ha!
Nat 20.
Yeah, 27.
Okay.
27.
You find something curious about this door. It is locked, it is barred, and there is something magical about it. This was sealed before whatever happened in the city. Oh, okay. I needed the visual. Yep.
All little circles are gold,
Okay.
and they kind of keep going.
Sonic rings.
So we can't get in.
No, you could get in.
Can I use my thieves tool to? Well, it's barred, right?
Yeah, but you could attempt to unlock it.
Okay.
And then there may be a way to get the bar off.
All right. Well, let me use my thieves tools to unlock the door.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll and add +8 to it for yours. Or wait, what's your expertise in again? I'm trying to remember what you added expertise to. It'd be under your class picks or whatever.
Well, he's checking.
Proficiencies.
Can I roll history on this black granite that we've been seeing everywhere? I'm trying to see either how it's made or
Sure.
what it's made of, if it's magical, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Because it's stone, I add double.
Yeah.
So it's -1 but +4, so 10.
10. You know, this is pretty unique to this city as far as it being in such a quantity. You know, typically granite doesn't just, it's not in a large space like this. So the fact that the streets are made of it, the buildings are made of it, it almost feels like it was grown, is what it feels like.
I think my other guess would be that this cave, that because it's obviously not natural. It was a literal granite cave. Is the other thing? Is that something that
Possibly, and they maybe used Levempor to adjust it, maybe,
Right.
or that's a
Okay.
possibility. Yeah.
Okay. So they either grew
what you
it,
need-
or or the whole cavern was
It
granite.
should say.
Okay.
Features and traits. Perception and insight is your expertise. Okay. So it's 5 + 8, so 13. That just barely unlocks the lock. The bar still is there, and there's some type of magical enchantment on it. But how would you like to attempt, or maybe you should tell your companions what you found?
So I got the door unlocked, but there's a bar and it seems to be enchanted also.
I rolled a 23, so would I know what the enchantment would be?
It seems like a magical locking spell. Seems like whatever was in here they kept relatively secure even when the city was up and running. Like,
Is there any openings aside from the door, like? Or something?
yeah, the one wall is just missing. No.
No, like, is there like a little tiny?
No
Is it
windows.
multiple story? Multiple story?
No.
It's 2-story.
You could, like,
Two-story?
through the keyhole.
You know what? Since this thing's been locked the whole time, I'm gonna call Fist.
Okay. Call fist.
Fist, we found a building that may have some good stuff in it. Could you maybe come over here and watch our backs?
Good, like goblins or
The goblins, we think they're gonna show up.
really? Where are you? I don't see you.
Tell him to listen, and Bulgrim will take a gold coin and he'll tink it against his shield once.
Okay, Bulgrim's gonna tink a gold coin against his shield, so can you listen for that noise?
I listen. Yes. Oh,
Tink!
was that the tink?
Yeah, that was it.
Do it again.
Tink!
Wait, I think I know where you are. One more time, please.
Tink!
Great. Give me a moment. And how long would you like to wait? Until he gets there, or do you guys want to start doing anything until he gets there?
Let's do stuff while we're waiting.
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely.
It's gonna take a few minutes at least for him to get there.
Does it look like there's a way to the second floor? Is there a ladder? Does it look like there's like?
Not a ladder, but you may be able to throw like a grappling hook or something up there to like climb up, maybe, or
Bulgrim?
throw somebody, maybe. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, but you know what, dude? Bulgrim is going to try and find any little handhold. He's just gonna run at this fucking wall and try and
That's the
scramble
one for
up
the-
it. Oh, whoops.
yeah.
Whoops.
You're gonna try and scale the 18
but-
feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me acrobatics.
Can I do
check.
athletics?
Sure.
17.
17. I mean, it's really cool, and you get pretty, but there's not a lot to grip onto.
Sad.
Yeah, as I said, it's kind of more like it's grown. It's not individual blocks.
Got you.
And so there's not even like spots to kind of grip your fingers in. It's more like you go to kind of like jump and parkour up it and try and like grab something,
But
but it's like your hands just slide down. Yeah.
How high is it?
About 18 feet.
Can I try?
You're 7.5 feet tall?
Yeah.
Maybe. You can attempt it.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. Or athletics, either one.
5 plus 7 acrobatics.
Sure.
Parkour.
Well, that didn't work. That was 11.
11. You get higher just because of your size. You know, maybe like 3 or 4 feet from the roof.
Can I throw Bulgrim?
No one tosses the dwarf. No, I mean, if Bulgrim's okay with
are
it.
there any elves in the party?
Can I just touch Bulgrim and give him my spider climb?
Oh, that's interesting.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
Warlow is.
One willing creature you touch gains the ability to move up and down.
You can. You can make. And suddenly you feel like your feet are more like, almost like sticky to the ground as he does it. And then you just.
Bulgrim does the move for when he's looking for invisible stairs, but he steps onto the wall instead.
And you hear like a suction.
Perfect.
All the way up. Almost SpongeBob SquarePants it. Like.
Well,
And
this is quite useful. Thank you, guy.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Is he
Concentration.
just
up to
walking
an
up
hour.
like
Yeah,
normal,
yeah.
or is he like...
Oh, yeah. Straight. Yeah.
I think
Yeah, you just get to walk hands free.
Yeah. Yeah, you get up the top and you see on top, it looks like there's a hatch on top.
I'll walk over and I will, without checking it, try and open the hatch.
Okay, make a strength check.
Alright, fantastic. What am I adding to it?
Strength.
+5 then, 15.
It seems like it might be locked. Or rusted, one of the two. Doesn't seem magically enchanted though, from like There's no type of energy, like magical essence to it, like you've experienced.
I would like to go stand halfway up the wall. And then I would like to call to Thalic.
So you're like a foot and a half above his head. So he just like does this, and you're like this far from his face.
Yeah. I think if I stand here, you could use me to get up to the top. It's locked. I couldn't open the hatch.
You can attempt it.
Yeah.
Give me your roll.
I'm
The DC is
trying.
considerably lower.
As
You
hard
give
as
a
I
strength. You do strength to see if you can support his weight of like grappling to like pull off you.
14.
14.
can.
9. Wow.
I
He
have the
gets
help
up
of
there.
magic
He
to
doesn't
keep
pull
me
you like
from
down to the ground, but definitely it's one of those things like, and you like brace your core. But he just barely like kind of like grabs the roof and pulls himself up. Yep. And you see the hatch.
Walks back up there. Ugh. Look, are you all lean muscle, buddy? We gotta talk about something, because
He likes sandwiches.
These
like
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
I mean, I don't know.
While I'm up there, can I see Fist?
You can at this height you can see Fist. He's probably like another minute or so away.
Okay.
Yeah.
But hey Fist, we're at this building. I'm gonna wave to him.
Can you make the tink sound again?
Look up here, Fist.
One more time.
Ding.
Oh, I see you, little brother. Hi. And he waves the one where it's like just two fingers and hi. Okay.
No.
All right, so they're on the way.
I'll be here. Yes. Bye. If you want to try and unlock it, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are gonna unlock it, get inside, and he's gonna be like, "So why did I come?"
Goblin?
Well,
Yeah.
Makes some more noise. The goblins come over.
Yeah.
12.
Plus proficiency and so plus 8 for you, right? Dex plus proficiency.
For Dex.
Your Dex is plus 5, and your
Yeah.
proficiency is 3 right now.
It's 2. It's
2.
5
Oh,
and
so
3.
7.
Yeah.
That's plenty. You you put your thieves tools in there and kind of feel around, and it clicks. You go to open it, and it is a bit rusted, but it makes a high pitched noise, not super loud, but loud enough. And yeah, the hatch can open if you'd like to open it up.
Yeah, let's open it up.
Okay. Like literally air that has been trapped inside it, kind of, and a bit of like dust kind of comes out with it from the pressure, and you guys can see straight down. It's a single level, but you can see inside smithy here, different supplies. You can see a couple dead remains scattered about. You can see crates, barrels, a big like sackcloth almost here. This looks like a well of sorts, like a cooling spot, maybe where when they. It looks more water. I mean, it's still, but yeah, it could be oil, I guess. But you're not up there right now. Sorry. Just the two of them.
Bulgrim is quite strong. Could Bulgrim ferry the rest of the party up the wall?
Yeah. I mean, he's super light. He's super light. He's super light.
Yeah, I'll even take
Together, they weigh basically what Thalic weighs.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Lamplighter as well, which get everybody.
Oh yeah,
just
and
get
he's like 10
everybody
pounds.
inside.
So
Get
yeah.
everybody inside.
So you like toss a rope down and just like, and
Yeah.
one, you easily get them up
Fantastic.
to the top of the roof. And the only thing is the hatch. It doesn't look like there's a ladder or anything. Are you guys just gonna drop a rope and kind of like paratrooper
Go
in
for it,
type
yeah.
thing, or?
Yeah. Seems good enough. I mean,
He could just drop us down again. He can
What
walk.
we can do is,
You want me to
why don't
stealthily?
I'm going to grab the rope and tie it around my waist. And I'm going to say, hold on to me and just lower me ever so much in there. Because I'm going to take a view, and if I see anything moving around in there, I'm going to pop it off.
it could work. I kind of wanted you up here looking around the city to see if any goblins sneak up on us while we're inside.
True,
making
but we
noise.
have
Fist.
fish.
Yeah.
Fist is our goblin.
So,
Which at that point, when like everyone's lowering down, Thalic's the last one on the roof, and Fist gets there with his children and wife. or spouse, whatever it is, maybe sister, who knows? And he's like, "What you need me for?" And he says verbally to you because you're close enough. His head is like kind of at the top of the roof.
Well, we think because this building was sealed that the goblins are going to try and get in now that we've opened it.
Oh, what you want me to find them or stay here? Or?
Just stay here, and if they come, let us know.
And you see him kind of dazing off for a second.
We think they're going to come, so we want to get some lunch out of it for you.
Yes, hungry. I want something squishy.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be over there. And he points to like kind of the area. Oh well, the map's gone. The area that was kind of open beside where this forge is. That's big enough for them to kind of just like sit down and relax. Just kind of toss rocks back and forth at each other. Yeah, and they just kind of hang out there. Okay, bye, little brother.
Bye, Fist. Thank you.
You are welcome. Constitution save.
Everyone?
Oh my god, man. 8 again.
Oh, this was not good.
I'm gonna melt these dice.
That'd actually be really cool.
Add another 12.
I'm not
12,
just into
8,
a
anyone below 10.
5.
19.
Yes.
14.
So, the two of you. So that's 2 fails, 1 fail. If you get to 5, let me know. Okay, I'll try and keep track, but...
Alright.
Is it consecutive failed or?
No, just total.
Cool.
Yeah. So you guys kind of like... The rope comes in right in this area. Thalic was the last one, Bulgrim went first, Warlow after.
I think Warlow was wanting to
Oh, you guys
test it first.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So what was happening is that the rope is tied around my waist. Mm-hmm. They're gonna lower me in ever so slightly so I can
Mission Impossible style.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mission Impossible
Okay.
style. Come on, yeah.
Yeah. Now are you that way?
I have bow and
Okay.
arrows
with that tight.
ready
Okay.
ready to go, taking a look in there.
Okay. It's dark, but that's no issue for you.
Correct.
You see this, and you're lowering, and you can feel it's similar to outside, some nice warm temperature. Something you notice is the flames are still going in this one, so there's a little bit of light from it.
Okay.
Kind of that radiant red light of a forge. That's what you can see here. Similar on this one. You don't know how the fires are still going at this point. You know they haven't been tended to in thousands of years. Make a stealth roll at advantage because you're being lowered, so you're not like walking or anything. It's mainly
With advantage.
how loud are you breathing.
So it'll be a flat roll since I have disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
You can give yourself guidance.
No. I could. I'll give myself guidance. Why
Your
not?
dice haven't been very friendly today, so I'm trying to help.
They have not. Let's see. It's a 12.
Hey, I mean, for what she rolled, I mean, she
4 plus 4.
Okay. So 12?
12 total.
Nothing seems to stir as you go down there.
Okay.
How low are you trying to go? To the ground?
Just at the start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen on that arrow. I'm going to be holding my bow with the arrow right there, and I'm going to cast the cantrip light onto that arrow.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire it off into the ground in the middle of the room.
Like into here?
Yeah, what is that, by the way?
That's just the pool. Remember, like oil or water, you guys aren't quite sure.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a little bucket beside it.
So is it a well, or is it
It looks like a pool or a well. You're not quite sure how deep it
has
goes.
some liquid in it.
Yeah.
I will
not sure what
fire it into that and see what happens. No, I want to hit like the ground or something that I can actually
Okay, yeah, you
stick into.
You could probably
me just
try
draw
it,
it
dude.
We just blow up the whole building.
Boosh!
And TPK.
And
Yep.
TPK.
And backup characters, everyone.
And Fist is dead.
Uh,
and everybody.
Okay, yeah, you can find something to fire it into. Maybe one of this barrel here. It looks like
Sure.
it's wood.
Yeah, so I'll fire it.
It's what? Radiant. It's bright light for 10 feet, dim light for 10 off of that. Something like that. For cantrip? Light cantrip?
20-foot radius bright light.
Okay.
Another 20 feet for dim.
Okay, so you fire it in there, and this whole area is lit up bright light, dim light.
Yep.
So roughly most of the room, it's just kind of the perimeter, but then there's the kind of glowing light of here, but your dark vision you can see pretty
Yeah.
well. At that point, nothing like stirs, but you see more of the details with the light. I know you're enhanced dark vision, but
It's still grazed. Now
exactly.
I can
You can see dried blood around both of these. Similar on this one, but this one it looks like his head's actually in where the coals were, and it's just burned and it's gone. So it's just like where the flames couldn't get to, and it burned out, like his neck, bones, and back. So no skull on that one. I think that's all the extra details you would get. The water or the liquid, it looks like water. It just doesn't have that. It's not moving, but it's just you feel like it looks like more like water than an oil. Like it's very opaque, or it's very clear, like you can see through it. As far as depth to it, you can see it looks about 5 to 10 feet, roughly.
So I'll say, go ahead and lower me all the way down. It appears to be clear.
Do so.
And yep.
Okay.
I'll lower down. I'll untie the rope from my waist.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Who's
Wait
next?
for everyone to start coming
I'll
down.
just slide down on the rope. Right.
Okay. Are you staying kind of in this area, or are you going to start searching, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna start searching. What's that big bag on that table right there?
Okay, so you
Bulgrim's
begin.
gonna go down too.
Kai slides down. Who would be next?
Bulgrim's gonna go.
Then Bulgrim. Did you guys tie off the rope just to that hatch lid or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So Bulgrim gets down. So Thalik and Hez are on top of the roof, and you get over to where this bag is. And let's roll initiative.
All right. 17. I'm stealing all your rolls today, my friend.
20.
So I have vigilant blessing.
Can't actually see what that is.
Guess you can't really see in there.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Yeah.
20. Yeah, nat 20. Does that do anything here?
Oh, you
Nat
guys
20?
both rolled a 20? That's pretty funny.
It's wasting the good life right there. That's a 22 for me.
Alright, so let's see how I do even with advantage on my initiative. 16.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So
I got 4.
who? It was 20. Total was 20.
22. Total.
22.
Initiative?
His would be 24 or 25.
Yeah.
Gross.
Anyone 15 and
Oh,
above.
25.
I'm at 16.
17.
Well, we all rolled really well.
4.
Oh, never mind.
There it is.
Okay. But there's a surprise round on Warlow specifically. Let me open up to the enemy.
What'd you do?
Probably a mimic.
He's a silly little goose, is what he did.
What did I do?
Yeah, it has to be all Mission Impossible.
I know.
We did all
Tried
that.
to be too cool.
He
and
did
I
all
didn't
the
pay
magical
attention.
guy down
Did
there.
all
So
that
you reach
stealth.
out to open to check out this bag, right?
I was just going over to look at the bag, see what it was
Oh,
about.
now that's when you gotta look at
I
it.
didn't say anything about open. I said, oh, what's up? What's going on with this bag over here?
Okay, it looks like a bag.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna touch it.
Yeah.
Okay. We all rolled.
Yeah,
Why
let's
not?
It's going to grapple you for 1. Or attempt to grapple. So you can make the strength check, right? To or
It's
acrobatics.
It's athletics or
Yeah.
acrobatics. Or actually, I'm not sure if it's acrobatics. It's definitely at least
Is,
athletics.
is it contested or is it a
Oh,
saving
sorry.
throw?
It grapples you, and on your turn you can try and break it.
Okay.
Is what it
so
says.
it just does.
It
just
does, yeah.
And it's just 3 of us on
It
the...
just grapples?
And then we can hear
Well, I mean,
anything,
does it make
that,
a-
anything that touches it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Like
like
an eye or still on it.
Yeah, you're still on the roof
And
here.
lamp
The
lighter.
Lamp is
lamplighter.
also grappled by it, and it has a DC. You have a certain DC to break it. Ability checks made to escape this grapple has disadvantage.
Wow.
So
Hey,
I've never actually fought a mimic.
Never.
It's like an iconic D&D creature,
Yeah.
but I've never fought one.
Me either. I've just
Uh,
never even seen one.
So
Me either.
let me read through it really quick just to make sure.
There.
I just watched
I've never seen one.
It is indistinguishable from an ordinary object when it's in that form. So it was
It was just a bag.
a big bag waiting Yeah.
Bag of waiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bag of waiting.
So you're grappled by it. That doesn't mean you can't attack it.
Which means your speed is 0.
Yep. It's going to then bite you, or attempt to bite you. But rolls a 6. Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Damn it. Okay, so it grapples you. It doesn't get to attack you, at least.
Alright.
Now it's Thalic's turn. Thalic, you are up top as you see a bag just suddenly, like, wrap around Warlow.
That's still a bag. Like
And
a
Hez, you're up there too. You guys can decide whether to come down.
Lamplighter's
It
with
mostly
us,
looks
too.
like a bag.
What's up?
Lamplighter's over there with us.
Oh, yeah, Lamplighter.
I don't think he's going down.
You guys are up on the roof, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so we're gonna do.
here.
Hey.
Wow, look at that.
Whoa.
And
We have
Lamplighter's
some
up there too.
technology.
That's wild.
We have the technology.
I can see it
Kai, you're on deck.
from up top. What's going
Yeah,
on?
because the arrow. You can see the bright light. You
yeah,
can see
but
it.
he also that bag doesn't know that I'm up there.
No.
No. And you have an enemy or an ally
You
within
have-
5 feet of it.
Yeah, you have infinite sneak attack on him because he's.
Yeah, so let's
Grappling
do
me.
Yep.
Psychic Blades with Sneak Attack.
Okay, make an attack roll, d20. And you can have advantage because he's not aware you're there.
Doesn't he have steady aim yet?
What level do you get that?
I think it's level 4, isn't it?
Don't.
I would have to look it up. If
Steady
you guys
aim,
want to check.
so with steady aim, whenever you do a range attack, you forego all of your movement, so you can't move, but you get advantage on your attack.
Oh, I do
rolls.
have Steady Aim.
Yep.
So you could do that. So
Steady
you
aim's super
you can give yourself advantage basically on any roll now at this point.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
It's like the most.
But you have
broken
advantage on this
addition to
one.
rogues ever.
Once you do this, if you hit, it will know you're there, so you wouldn't have advantage anymore, but you can use that. So you could still move after this attack, if you'd like. Plus, you have a bonus attack if you hit.
Well,
Or I guess you can
the
do it
steady
anyway.
aim is a bonus action, right?
We'd have to look. But
Steady aim is a bonus action.
well, he has advantage on this one no matter what, so. Go ahead and roll. That counts. I'm just kidding.
I'll take it. It was 13.
Hey, got you, dude.
8 and 12.
Plus, like, 8 to hit, something like that. It's at least plus 7, 19, that hits. Like,
Okay.
so roll damage, so that'd be your d6 plus, is it 2d6 still for your sneak attack?
Yes.
I think it's 5th level, it goes up to 3.
I think
Yeah,
so.
2d6.
It's either that or 6, though.
Something like that.
And then, so my Psychic Blades is 1d6 plus 5.
Yep, so 3d6 plus 5.
11.
So 16 damage. Nice. Okay, and you can do a bonus attack if you want, with the, but it would be a d4 damage. Remember? But it'd be plus 5. So, no sneak attack.
I'm gonna do my bonus action Steady Aim for my next. Okay.
You can stay up there, yeah, if you want. You're still up on the roof. You'd stay up there.
So steady aim only applies to that turn.
Yeah, so you could just use your movement
No,
and then
your
hide.
next roll on the current term.
Yeah, so you could use your movement, get down there, and then bonus action hide, so you'll be hidden for the advantage on your own.
Yeah.
You could do that for your next turn.
No.
Or do you want to stay on the roof?
Yeah, I want to stay on the roof, and then
Okay.
I'll do a bonus action Psychic Blades. Right.
Okay.
And throw another dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
do it. So roll a d20 to hit.
11.
I love when my little brother throws psychic blades.
No, 13.
13, that hits. Roll damage. So it's a d4 plus 5. 6
7.
minimum. 7? Okay, so 7. Okay. Wow, that's good. Okay, that's your any movement. You're just gonna stay.
I'm just gonna stay.
Do you want to back away so you're out of view, or stay to where you can see him?
The
The opening's like 3.5, 4 feet wide.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay, I'll stay. Kai, you're up. Bulgrim on deck. You're Bulgrim. You're not.
Gotcha. So I'm just gonna. I have a dagger. I will throw it at the mimic.
You also have magic stones.
I do.
Yeah.
But can I cast with the bonus action, or do I have to throw it with an action?
Yeah, so you can bonus action, make the magic stones magical, and then throw it with your action.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, you can. Also,
And you what? Get 5 or something when you do it? 3? So you'd have 3 of them.
Yeah, I've picked up.
So you can do
a
bonus
handful.
action,
Yeah.
make magic stones, then throw one with your action.
Yeah, I'll do that instead.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Roll d20 to hit.
D20.
Does it tell you the modifier to add to it?
For
it's 1d6 plus your casting mod is the damage.
yeah, but
So
What about to hit?
To hit is also his casting mod, so it's wisdom. So it's proficiency plus wisdom to hit.
so plus 7 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it would be plus 5 damage. Is it?
24.
24, that just barely hits. But yeah,
Barely hits.
roll your d6.
Would it be 1 damage per?
You only throw 1 stone.
Oh, if
Yeah,
it's-
so do a d6. So you have 2 more left over, so you don't have to use your bonus action next time.
5 plus 5.
So 10 damage. Okay, anything else on your turn?
Man,
You gonna move towards it? You gonna...
how close are we to him?
You're right here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet if you go directly over the liquid here. Or you can go around and not barely get to him.
If I were to move into range, would I get a opportunity attack, or because I already hit
in your range.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for your
Nah, I
reaction. You
don't-
can save your reaction. Your reaction will be there, though. So once it... So you want to move closer?
Yeah,
Which way do you want to go?
I'll sneak up behind him.
This way.
Yeah, that way.
So you were here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're just outside reach, so you have to move 5 feet to get to him. Okay, Bulgrim, you're up. Warlow on deck.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. I think I can just barely get to that corner. 1, 2,
Oh, around it or
4.
over?
Yeah, if I like go
5,
around.
10, 15. This way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be right there, within reach.
Yeah, fantastic. So as this thing's like going to
Yeah.
grab out, I'm gonna try and punch it in its
Haymaker!
back. I guess in its
Yeah.
back.
In its sack.
Yeah.
Punch it in its sack hole.
Look at you do it.
20 or 19, whichever one.
It was a nat
Hit?
20?
No, 20 or
Oh,
19 to hit.
yeah, that hits. Yeah.
So I'll look exactly what the bonus is if I need to.
No, that hits. A 13 hit, so
I'm thinking about it.
it's taken like 30 something damage already.
That's kind of what I was
So-
thinking. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna punch it
Move it super short.
for 11 damage.
11 with no smite. Okay,
Just 11 damage.
very nice. Okay. Boom! It.
No, your plate's trash.
Yeah. All right.
And
Anything
then
else
I'm
on your
going
turn?
to bonus action, try to shove it, and I was wrong the other day. I
It
don't
does damage?
just get to shove. I get to try to shove, and shove is like a whole thing that I looked up, and it's opposed athletics. So I'm going to roll athletics against the mimic, and if it fails, I can push it 5 feet. If I force movement, it breaks the grapple.
Okay. Okay. So athletics, you said?
Opposed athletics. I get +7. I rolled a 12 on the die, so a 19.
15.
I'm going to push this
5
mimic
feet?
off of my friend 5 feet. I'm going to push him towards this wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, if you'd been 5 feet closer, you would have opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Maybe. No.
No, he's
Not on forced movement.
Yeah, force movement does
Really? Oh.
Yeah, does not invoke attack of opportunity.
Okay.
It does, however, break grapples.
Okay, that's your turn. Warlow, you're up.
Okay.
Or do you want? Yeah, you can't move
I
anymore.
guess,
That's everything. Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Let's see.
Don't forget your inspiration dice.
Shoot it in sack.
Yeah, I saw that. Because I was watching the episodes, and I was like, I think I messed that up.
No, that's good to know
Double-checked.
for-
Yeah,
yeah.
it is an opposed athletics check, and it does not do damage. You were very generous to let me do damage with it. So
Well, if you're pushing it into an object,
Right.
that's where.
I mean,
if you
I-
fall 10 feet, you take a d6 of
Yeah.
damage. Like if
Makes
someone's
sense to me.
strong pushing you into rock, it's gonna take
Again,
some
I
damage.
just think it's generous. So thank you.
D4. You know.
So
You're up next
I'm,
after Warlow.
I'm going to
Be ready.
cast a spell. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Zephyr Strike.
I move like the wind. Until the spell ends, my movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. I'm gonna move away from it. Back over towards that wall.
This way?
Yep, like right there. That's good.
Okay.
Once before the spell ends, I get to give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll. It'll be this attack roll.
Yeah.
That attack deals an extra 1d8
That's
force damage.
grinding.
That attack deals an extra 1d force damage. Whether I hit or miss, my walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Okay.
So,
Roll to hit.
13
That hits.
plus, hold on, plus 8 minus 5, so plus 3. This is 16.
That hits.
16 hits. Okay.
Thank you for keeping track of the negative.
Of course.
I forgot.
So, that means that I deal an additional 1d8 on top of my d8. So actually, can I use one of your d8s for the force damage? Because I might end up...
It's
Might
yeah,
kill
Am I
it.
blind?
No, you had it.
He might kill it. If he rolls good, he might kill it.
Come on, you.
Alright, so this is the force damage. Nice. This is the arrow.
How much was the force damage?
7.
I'm gonna keep this roll, because that's pretty
It's
middle.
average.
So 11, 15 damage.
How would you like to do that?
Hey.
So
Give me the flavor.
the flavor. So this thing's gonna be screeching at me as I just kind of move backwards like the wind and let loose this arrow.
Okay.
With this force damage, and it's going to go directly into the maw of this mimic, and the force damage is going to cause the back of it to implode outwards.
Nice.
I like to imagine that like Fulgrim hits
And
the
then
hits the
teeth.
bag off of you as you like unnaturally fast fade back.
Yep. That's kind of how the way I was
Yeah.
seeing it is literally you run up. So Phallic throws 2 daggers and then they disappear, and it, as you run up and punch it and then shield hit, and he just bounces back, lets loose as he's landing on his feet. Boom! Arrow releases. And actually, it transforms in front of you from, instead of this sackcloth look, into this like gooey black sludge that just kind of splatters
Okay.
all over.
Kai threw a rock at it.
We don't,
Oh, I'm
we don't
sorry.
count-
And,
we don't count-
Kai did throw a
How
rock.
dare you!
Yeah.
Get out of here!
Hey, that pebble did 10 damage.
Yeah,
I know.
so I apologize.
It's all good.
That did make the difference.
No, it
'cause
doesn't. It doesn't
if you
matter at
hadn't
all.
hit, he wouldn't have killed it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was in a matter of 6
was
seconds,
definitely a
all of you are
team
like,
effort.
"What the hell?" Dead.
Yep.
Okay, very nice. So you see a black sludge out in front of you. It's at that point the liquid that is in this begins to like swell up and spin, and you guys see something right now. I'm gonna move this little bucket.
Should have shot it.
Oh, thank God I would have been screwed.
Yeah. And you can see it kind of like thrashes out towards Bulgrim, but is stopped by something, like an invisible force that it can't get past this square, like the well. It's like there's like this magical force field of some sorts holding it in place.
Would the arrow have even gone in?
I don't know. That's the question for your mind. So in front of you, you see this like a floating, almost like a whirlwind of water underneath its body, but also a mixture of air that's like kind of hovering above the pool of liquid. And its body, you can see it's wearing this like purplish vest with gold embroidered trim. What's that called? A fez? The little hat.
Wearing clothes.
And its arms are kind of more like thin, long wisp of not quite flesh, but more a luminescent energy that coming out of the water with this bluish hue, and long, thin, like fingers with fingernails that are kind of, and you, I gotta double check what language it speaks. What languages do you speak?
Oh.
Don't tell him. I mean,
Shouldn't you know this, DM?
I'm just messing with you. I speak. I know.
What do you think this is? Out of not your character, but Okay. It speaks a language that none of you understand.
What?
And it says to you, you can tell it's asking something. It's like commanding something, but you can't quite tell what it is. The language, it's like almost a mixture of Elvish with words of Levempor with a bit of Common in there. Like it's a strange concoction of languages, unlike anything you guys have heard. But then you see beside you, there's like this one pillar. It lights up and it translates. It like lights up and you see these symbols emerge of the Dwarven language that you haven't been able to decipher completely. But it like glows and they change into something and it reads out. And if you'd like, you can spend a moment to try and decipher it.
Yeah, Volgrim will spend time trying to see if he recognizes any sort of words that this thing is saying, and he is definitely regarding it with suspicion. Obviously, Volgrim has never seen anything close to anything like this before.
Would I pick up any of the Elvish / Common / Levempor mixture of stuff?
Those who speak Elvish feel like they felt at times it was like pleas of help, something along help or release, something along those lines. Give me, with advantage since it's Dwarven, it'd probably be intelligence. I'm sorry, I know you're not great at it, but unless you can make a justification for something
I'm
else.
trying to think of something, and I really
I
can't
was
think
trying.
of anything
Yeah.
either.
Okay, so give me
Got a whole 8.
for advantage.
With advantage, yeah.
Wow.
Got a whole 8.
Similar. You notice like they catch these words of like help, release, reward. You catch orb. You decipher one of the words says orb and corner.
Okay. Do I see an orb in a corner?
Give me an investigation roll. Are you going to tell your allies to look for one as well?
Not right this second.
Okay.
I think Volgrim is looking at the symbols and he's looking around because he's not sure. He's like kind of trying to piece it together, so he's more checking. Is there an orb in the corner? Am I reading this right? More than actually trying to investigate.
Gotcha.
A 4.
4. They're still kind of dark in the corners, so you can't really see.
Cool.
You can see there's 4 corners though.
Cool.
Yeah.
This whole dialect is impossible to read. Something about an orb, but I don't see an orb. Something about corners. There's corners in every building.
I remember. Hez. Kai.
Yep.
Okay. Kai, could you light up the rest of the room in the corners?
I was about to do dancing lights in every corner.
Okay.
I was ready. I was just waiting for him to say, "Hey, look, orb corner." Yeah, I would dancing light. in
Okay.
every corner.
And is everyone else coming down at this point, or are you guys still staying on the roof?
I'm still chilling on the roof.
Okay.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
So, Psychic Whispers. I can choose 2 creatures that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
I only chose 1.
Mm-hmm.
Can I add 1 to my group chat?
Sure. What other one would you like?
Whatever the blue thing is.
I'll allow it this time, but I wonder if it's more when you cast it.
I believe it is.
You
So
choose
just have
those?
to burn a psionic
If,
energy.
Yeah.
you could do it rules as written if you had him use one of his D6 right now, because he can see Fist and he can see this new thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Use one of your dice, your D6. or your psychic dice. So that's one less use of it. But yes, you can connect to it.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Becoming very useful already.
I hate that I recommended this subclass to him.
No, it's a really cool subclass.
It is a really
Like,
cool subclass.
Okay.
So roll another d6.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
for,
you
for
said
how long
ours.
you'll be connected to
yes.
his mind. Yeah.
So this one it uses your psionic dice, but you still roll the d6 to see how long it lasts. Yes.
See how long it lasts.
I think I get 3 of them.
You have 4, but your first one was free. So now
Yeah.
after that one, you
Yeah.
have 3 left.
Or it's been quite a while.
All right, 2.
2.
2 hours it
2
is.
hours.
Okay, so you have
now
2
do
hours.
I have to? Can they both hear me at the same time, or can I talk to them
You
individually?
talk. I'm pretty sure you can discern who you're talking to.
Yeah, so I would say you can choose for both them to hear you at the same time, or to keep it like kind of like what was it, Nextel, where it's like you
think so.
pick to choose. You can't do like a
All
group
right,
chat.
so
You're doing call swap.
Yeah.
so Fist
There
is
you
not
go.
going to know anything happened, but I'm going to talk to the blue guy.
Okay. I am listening.
You look trapped. What is it that you need?
Well, it's nice to hear another voice. It's been trapped here for thousands of years in silence. I would like to be returned to my home.
Where's your home?
Not on the material plane. That's all I'm at liberty to say. But I will say there will be a reward for you if you release me.
How do I know you don't want to do us harm?
I guess there is no way for you to know, but
Well, what type of creature are you?
make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. I like it.
17. 17 plus 1.
It's like do a roll so that there's a chance and then there's no chance. Plus 1, you
Now
said?
it just keeps rolling good, dude.
I'm gonna have to check those dice later, buddy.
You want me to order you
Yeah. Where'd you get those things, man?
Okay. So you asked it where its home is?
Well, no, I asked him what kind of creature he is.
Okay. I am one that your people or on this plane might call a Genji or a genie of sorts. The reward would be if you grant me my freedom, I will grant each of you one wish. One combined wish.
Oh.
So, tell me how.
You saw the excitement in Bulgrim's face, like.
We were like a wish each. Oh my god.
Tell me how we would do this. How do we free you?
In the corner, the dwarves used to have an orb that would trap me, keep me in, and then open at a time when they needed to put certain items in to enchant them.
Which corner?
Over there by where they used to slumber. Right there, there's beds in the corner.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
Yeah.
From your viewpoint, yeah, I guess you can't see it.
Yeah, Bulgrim, this is a genie, and he says the orb is by the beds.
The genie.
Is the channel still open with him? To where he can communicate with you, or is it only once you say something he can respond?
No, I think it's
Okay.
two-way communication.
Just want to make
essentially,
sure.
Up to you, I think.
right? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I've only heard legends of these in ancient texts.
What's your name, genie?
That I won't give you. For a name is power.
Well, then how should I refer to you?
You can call me gift giver, or yeah.
Well, gift giver, where is this orb? Guide my friend to this orb.
The basin beside the bed. There, you can see it if you kind of. There's right here. There's a little basin.
He said it's in the chamber pot next to the bed.
Yeah. It looks like somewhere you would wash your face, but actually inside the basin is like a little 3-inch in diameter orb, kind of like a cue ball in size, of a clear gem, but it's perfectly spherical, and it's on this like floating pedestal that you can twist, is what it looks like when you go to look at it. Right now it's clear, or sorry, right now it's red, but it's like a clearish red.
Genies are very powerful creatures, by all accounts. How do we know it's not going to hurt us?
I suppose we don't.
What happens? What happens when we let it out?
Well, that is the question.
Well, I mean, has it said what it will do?
Genie, what will you do once we release you?
I will use the gap in the restraints to slip out and return to my home, my plane of existence.
Which is within the orb?
Not within the orb, no. It's when you open this is just trapping me, holding me to the material plane. Once you open it, it will allow me, since none of the dwarves that trapped me here are here now, I can slip back to my place. They drew me here long ago, enticed me, and sealed me away in here.
And if we destroy the orb?
That I don't know, actually.
Do you mind asking it what happened to this city while I go grab the orb?
Genie, what happened here?
And
What happened to all the
we'll turn
people?
around and go grab it.
You go to lift it, it doesn't come out. It just it's twistable. basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll stand by the bowl.
Okay.
While it,
I do not know. A sickness came of some sorts, it seems. They just stopped coming one day. They sealed it the night before. The guards left inside, and they were sealed in with me. As you can see, they perished. For a while, I screamed and screamed, and until it was worthless. And so I slumbered until I saw a bright light.
well, is everyone okay with giving this a go?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yes. I am.
I gotta stay on the roof for this one, guys.
I
They
am.
trapped him for a
Did
reason.
he say what?
He said he
Oh.
just wants to go home.
Are we aware of the gift that we will receive?
No, I don't think we got told that. I think Dalek knows.
Nobody thinks it's been odd.
He said he would just give us a gift. He wasn't even a gift. He said he'd give us a reward.
Well, he said that he would grant us one wish. I
Yeah,
did hear
I
that.
don't know.
That's obviously information that you
Yeah,
have. But
that's the information you have. I
Yeah.
don't know if you told us.
Yeah,
that.
no, he said he'd grant us essentially a community wish.
Did they say?
Can we get that before?
I think his power is trapped in there. Is the problem?
Yeah. The question is if he is being honest, simply wants his freedom, and will grant us a wish upon his freedom. What is that wish?
Is anyone particularly good at discerning truth from fiction?
I would like to go home, if that's my vote.
If anyone's particularly good from discerning truth from fiction, we need to
I am.
determine if he's lying or not, and then make a decision. I'm
decent
okay
at
with
it.
I'm okay with rolling the dice. I'm in a place I never thought I would be, with not too many options on how to get out.
Now that all of you know the word genie, that this is what that is. Anyone with specifically any type of like book smart can roll a check on that. Specifically a history
So
or nature.
Bolgrim's not
Table.
very smart, but he has studied history. Like, he's proficient in history, but he's not very smart.
No, yeah, you can do history.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically
I don't
you're
have-
book smart though, as far as like you know knowledge of history. So
Yeah, I
so
don't have
records.
I don't have proficiency in either of those
Do
things.
you want
Gotcha.
history
19.
or?
Hey, guy,
Finally,
there you go.
total.
Yes. Because I actually get plus
Are
one.
we doing history or are we doing nature?
You tell me whichever one. I know
Whichever
yours
one's
was
higher.
history. Yeah, just roll and let me know what it is because it can determine different things that you can learn.
Okay, so 26.
26, and was it history or nature?
Same thing.
You pick.
I did history.
Yeah, you could do
I would
that.
do nature.
Okay. You determine that you recall records, specifically in legend, like you spoke about, that they're supposed to be legend, but legend has it that if you ever come across a genie, they're a being of their word, but also they can be tricksters in that they'll grant what you wish,
Not gonna be fun.
but only if you do what they want. Like if
Got you.
they're not gonna backstab you, but
Okay. That's what I was worried. I was not
Set
sure
him
how
on fire.
backstabby they were.
yeah,
Set 'em on fire.
nature-wise, you know that there are forces in nature that kind of step outside the bounds of natural order, and that's one of these things. Like similar to the what's that, Grimlock? Gloomstalk. See, you forget everything when you write books. Similar to that, like something that really shouldn't exist, that's beyond the natural laws of the world. That's what this is. So.
Okay.
Here's what I found.
Thank you.
So
I think with now knowing that they don't typically backstab you, I think Bullworm is fully okay with letting him out. Like knowing that now that they don't typically backstab, I think Bullworm is more okay with letting him out now.
Okay, so my question would be is Lamplighter brings up a good point. We can use the genie communally
To go home.
to go home.
We could.
Could.
Bullworm is not ready to go home.
Nope.
That was what I was going to say. Do we want to go explore and come
I said
back?
Bullworm is not ready to
What
go
if we
home.
asked him for something?
Could we have him turn a object into a kind of like the
A
exact
thing
same?
that teleports us somewhere.
Yeah, be like, hey, can you teleport us via this
That is
object
interesting.
under our command?
That is an interesting. That's
Like a
very-
single-use item?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, hey, one time.
That's very interesting.
Like a teleportation stone or whatever you want to say.
like
One time
a
use this stone.
I would like a stone of teleport to Bridgerton.
Well,
A
what,
stone,
Yes, for-
you know what I mean? Like,
why
something
can't we
like
get one that takes us a bunch of times?
that. That's true.
Because it's a one-time use thing and
Cause I think,
I mean, it depends. I mean, we could also ask for something like,
a magical item.
well,
500 health points for each of
we
us?
would like a wand of detect magic, perhaps.
I
Or
feel
a
like-
floating shield.
You have that.
I feel like the wish is not wand to detect magic. I feel like you want to go for something.
Probably want to go something bigger, but
You can
the
go as
bigger-
high
the
as
bigger,
one level. That's about as high as you could go in this situation.
The bigger,
You can't, like, say,
the
make
bigger
me a
the
level 20
wish,
character.
the bigger the consequence of twisting the words.
Correct.
So that's why
That's why
you
I
don't
was
want to go too big.
Yeah, I
one-time
agree.
use.
That's what I was thinking.
Transport
I
us
think
back
that's
to
interesting.
where we transported from.
But I think Phallic has an interesting point too. We do want to try and get something pretty good.
do we really want to? You know, the dwarves trapped him for a reason.
We wish
You want
for
to
a
figure
level
that
up.
out?
As
before we-
a dwarf.
That's the most you could get out of it, probably.
As a dwarf, I will tell you,
Probably. That's probably the highest you can get.
it is more likely that they decided to trap and exploit him rather than trap him for any sort of safety purpose. As a dwarf, listen, we are an industrious people and we will use any and everything we can to further ourselves.
He did say that they would open it enough for them to keep him trapped inside, but to place objects in there for enchantment aspects.
Yeah,
so
so-
possibly magical items, creating.
Well, hey, since he's
Get a
there,
level up.
Yeah.
I mean, level up's huge,
A
but,
level up's big.
but also,
set him on fire.
how can we get out of here?
Worry about that later.
Well, how about this? You guys decide over the next few weeks, because that's where we're gonna end.
Yeah, and we'll decide what. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys will get a little time to think about what you. I'm sure there'll be some text thread going on of what to do to get.
Wish is big.
A wish is huge, yeah.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for all your support. Don't forget the giveaways and everything else we're doing. But until we see you back, keep on rolling.
Somebody wants my terrible dice. You can have them.
For only $16.99. 4 payments.
Act now.
Yeah.
You'll get the bag too.
But wait, there's more.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.